Last year, I posted this video of a typical monthly grocery shopping of my house here in Nairobi, Kenya, and you guys loved it. I shared typical everyday stuff that I would include in my monthly shopping and shared the costs of each item in US dollars, Kenya shillings, and Canadian dollars. And you guys showed the video so much love. I decided to come back and share the same grocery haul, see what has changed, and see whether the prices are the same today in 2026. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Eva. I am a lifestyle content creator. I vlog about my life here in Nairobi, Kenya, and my life in Canada, where my husband is currently, and we're in a long distance relationship. And so for today's video, I will be doing or sharing with you our monthly grocery haul here in Nairobi, Kenya. For context, we are 3 people living in this house at the moment. Myself, my teenage daughter, and our lovely living domestic manager. So the items that you'll see here today are what would buy on a typical month, and it would last us for 30 days. And I'll share with you prices for each item. So if you're looking to move to Kenya or you're just curious about the cost of living in Nairobi, Kenya, then this video is for you. So today is I think today is the 26th, 27th. Today is it's the end of February basically. And so everything that I had shopped, the last time I shopped was last month towards the end. So typically households in Kenya will shop a big grocery shopping once a month for the pantry stuff, cleaning supplies, etc. once a month, and then weekly grocery shopping. This is weekly produce shopping once a week. This is your perishables like vegetables, fruits, etc. once a week. So this is what typically Kenyans would do, but of course things are different from household to household. So for me, I try to shop once a month, the big items like cleaning supplies, pantry, like dry stuff like rice, flour, etc. And then I'm now currently also going to the market to buy fresh produce once every 2 weeks. And I also buy butchery stuff once a month as well. Today I went into Carrefour to get the big items. It's a Friday. And then my plan is tomorrow I will go to the butchers and get my meats, my chicken, my beef. And then on Sunday, I'll also go to the market and stock up on my fresh produce. So my plan for this video is to show you the entire process of shopping for a household like this one in Nairobi, Kenya, starting from the supermarket where we get our regular grocery stuff, like just, as I said, shopping stuff, and then butchers tomorrow on Saturday, and then on Sunday I'll go to the market, and then hopefully I'll be able to share this with you. Okay, so let's start. You can see I literally just came back home, so the stuff is everywhere on the floor. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna unpack with you guys, lay out everything on the table, and then we can go through the items one by one, and I'll be leaving the prices on the screen. I think it's easier that way because I might not be able to go through the receipts as I go through the items. So I will leave the prices on the screen. All right, let's get started, guys.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much I tell your mama, I tell your papa too. I'm gonna let everyone know about my love, so I really hope you love me too. Yeah, I really hope you love me too.
All right, let's start. I think I'll start with the food stuff. So here I have 2 packets of flour. We call it ugali flour. So this is just cornmeal, basically maize meal or cornmeal. And this one is an enriched one, which has a lot of stuff like rice, cinnamon, turmeric, pumpkin seed, etc. So I usually will buy 2 packets and then mix half and half, just to make it healthier, right? But usually we just consume 1 packet at a time. So because I buy two and mix them, so this will last us 2 months. As I mentioned, the prices of each of these items will be on the screen. And then next up is rice. So I bought 1 packet of a 2 kg bag. This is a 2 kilo bag of basmati rice. We like basmati rice here. And I bought an extra one. So this one is because I'm making some pilau tomorrow for my aunt who has some guests. So this is not part of the monthly shopping, but this is enough to last the 3 of us for the month. I think we had a little bit left in our pantry, so we didn't need much. 2 kg is enough. Then we like to eat healthy in this house. We like to eat a lot of lentils and cereals and just grains basically. So this right here is green gram or mung bean, if you may. I think in North America they call it mung bean. So usually what we do is soak it, boil it, and then divide it and portion it out into Ziploc bags and freeze it. And then whenever we're ready to eat, we just pull out one portion and fry it with some onions and stuff like that, and just make like a curry or a stew and have that with rice or chapati, which is like a flat bread, a flat Kenyan bread. So for that, I bought 1 packet of ndengu, and I also got 1 packet of nyayo beans, which is like a red kind of bean. 1 packet of nyayo beans. So these two would be able to last us for the month. We also have lots of beans in the freezer. So this might actually go all the way until end of April, because we are in February now. We are end of February. So it might go end of April. I also got a tab of Blue Band. This is mostly for bread. I usually don't eat this, but our house manager likes it. I usually would buy Blue Band and butter, but we have some butter in the fridge, so we didn't need to restock that. So this is just for bread spread basically in the morning. Then we have tomato sauce, which is the Kenyan version of ketchup. And we like to eat fries every Friday here. My daughter prefers this Kenyan ketchup to this one. So this is my favorite and she will have that. So I bought both so that we can, both enjoy. So 2 things of ketchup. And then this is Royco. Again, it's a very Kenyan thing. It's a Kenyan spice that we used to make like Kenyan stews, like the ndengu, etc. So this is the small refill pack. I have the spice container, so we'll just, empty this into that and to store it. And then right here, I have a thing of ghee. So I stopped cooking with vegetable oils or seed oils just to kind of try and be healthier. I mean, I still cook with it, but for other things. But for everyday cooking, we use ghee. I experimented and tried with coconut oil, but the smell of the coconut oil was so strong and so strong in the food, and I didn't like it. But we use this ghee and it has been working out well. I think this is probably the 3rd month and it has been working out quite well. Then I got some jam. Again, this is just for spreading, for breads, etc. It's just a bread spread. Mayo, we love mayo in this house for making like tuna spreads, etc. So this is also a very popular, a very old brand here in Kenya. Then I got some spices. This is just a top up. I have lots of spices. We cook with a lot of spices. This is garlic powder. I've never tried garlic powder specifically from this brand, but I've had good things. And then we have cinnamon. We've ran out of cinnamon, so topped that up today. And then I got 2 things of coconut milk. So we always have coconut milk in this house. I even have some extra, but we are always using coconut milk in our pasta, in many things. So we love coconut milk. So I bought 2 things of this from this brand called Kentest. So we have 2 of those. Those should last us a month. Then we have bread. So this is just a regular loaf of bread. about 600 grams. So this obviously will not last the month, but it will definitely last the week. So today is Friday as of filming this, so this will probably go into the middle of next week. Then there's something here that I never usually buy, but lately we've been enjoying the Japanese viral cheesecake on TikTok with the Greek yogurt. And my daughter wanted to try it in using digestive biscuits instead of Biscoff. So I bought this McVitie's digestive, which is my favorite. And then I got these manji ones, which is my daughter's favorite. And then we can make a little snack out of that. And while I was shopping for the biscuits, surprise, surprise, I was also able to get my hands on Biscoff. This had been sold out for so long, but I found them at Carrefour. And the price, guys, oh my goodness. But anyway, once in a while, it's worth it. Okay. Okay, and then here we have a thing of sugar, 2 kgs of sugar for tea, baking, etc. We don't bake much, but again, this is a Kenyan household. Our nanny, our living nanny, the domestic manager, enjoys her Kenyan tea, and that has to go with some sugar. So yeah, 2 kilos of sugar. Then back this way, we have 1 packet of chapati flour. So chapati is the Kenyan flatbread that I was talking about. And this is enough for us for the month because we only cook chapati once a week. So this is enough. Then I got some pasta. This is 500 grams. So I got 2 of those. I think we still have some left. So this again should be enough for the month. Right here we have some cereal, breakfast cereal. My daughter has been waking up really early of late because of schoolwork. She's going through some intense stuff in school, so she's been needing to wake up early. So I guess this is what she snacks on in the morning. So I got 1 packet of choco shells from Morning Harvest. This is just 250 grams, about a quarter kilo. And then 500 grams of corn flakes. I'll leave the prices in the screen as you can see. And then here is a big thing of cooking oil. This is 3 liters of cooking oil. This is sunflower oil. Now, as I mentioned, we no longer use vegetable oils or seed oils, etc. for cooking, regular cooking. But once in a while, we deep fry, like making French fries or sausages and stuff like that once in a while. So this is what that is for. So we use this for deep frying once in a while. But for regular cooking, we use the ghee that I showed you earlier. Then we have some tea. I like my herbal tea, so I wanted to refill my nettle tea. And we have loose leaf here. This is just black Kenyan tea. Guys, if you haven't tried Kenyan tea, you don't know what you're missing out. So yeah, so this is just black Kenyan tea. We have a similar packet in stock right now. So this was just a top up. Definitely will last more than this month. So we should be good there. And then right here, we have a 6-pack of coffee flavored milk. This is for my daughter. She carries one pack once in a while when she's going to school. I think I saw she has a few left, like 3 packets. So she doesn't carry every day. This is whenever she feels like it. So this will definitely last the entire month. This is fresh milk. So in Kenya, we have milk packed this is like half a liter of milk, and it's packed in Tetra Pak, which is long life. So this packet of milk can last up to 6 months on the shelf, not in the fridge, on the shelf. So because of the fact that it's very stable on the shelf, we buy quite a lot and stock up. My daughter doesn't drink much plain milk. I don't drink milk at all. So this is majorly for guests when they come and want to make tea, or for baking, or our domestic manager loves her Kenyan tea. So this is for her. So we bought these are a total of 12 packets, and I'll leave the price of each packet, how much it costs. Then we have a few things of Greek yogurt here. This is I think half a liter, 450 ml of Greek yogurt. And then there's this one, which is a bit pricey, but I wanted to try because I've had it's really good quality from Browns. So I like Greek yogurt because obviously it's easy, high protein breakfast or, anytime. And we can definitely make our cheesecake with the Biscoff now that we have Greek yogurt. This is definitely not going to last us the month. This will probably last us a week. But I had bought some Greek yogurt last week, so we still have some in the fridge. So usually would have a liter a week. So we should be good for 2 weeks, and then I'll probably need to top up before the month ends. And then here we have Kenyan sausages. We love Kenyan sausages. And we have this usually with French fries or chips, if you may, every Friday. So because we are only three, this one packet is enough to last us. This one packet is enough for a meal because we'll have the French fries, the sausages, and sometimes we'll put a salad to the side. So we will only need about 4 packets per month, but we have a little bit of, I think we have 2 more packets extra in the freezer. So so I only bought 3, so this should last us a month. But I also added some pork frankfurters, some hot dogs, right? To also boil. We rarely eat hot dogs, but we like to boil and snack on the frankfurters. Then here we have the cheese. Cheese is very expensive in Kenya, guys. Very expensive. But I bought 3 packets. We like to have our pasta. Okay, well, my daughter likes to have her pasta with cheese. I like to eat my cheese just with grapes or just like as a snack. So I bought 1 packet of everyday cinnamon cheese, 1 packet of cheddar cheese, and then we have here a packet of everyday cheese from Cinnamon Cheese. This is actually really good. I really like the taste of that. And then I bought a thing of berries. These are gooseberries. Usually I would buy these gooseberries at the market, but the price was fair. So I grabbed a few. I grabbed a pack, and actually the pack looks like it was really full. Looks like there were more in terms of quantity, more than what we usually get at the market. So I decided to just grab one, see whether I like it. If I like it, then I'll keep buying from the grocery store and skip buying it from the market. Then in this corner, I have a thing of eggs. These are free range eggs, so they'll be a little bit more expensive than your usual eggs. These are only 15. We definitely need about a tray, which is about 30 eggs a month. So I will get another 15 when I go to the market, but to last us until then, I decided to buy these ones because they're free range. I also bought this pineapple thing. It looks really ready to have. I think we should slice it up today and have it. So the reason why I bought pineapple in the grocery store today is because the last time I was in the market, I bought a pineapple and it wasn't good. And the previous time I was in the market, I still bought a pineapple and it wasn't tasty. And this last one was not good. It was spoiled. All of it was spoiled, so I had to throw it away. So I've gone back to buying pineapples in the supermarket because I'm seeing that the quality in the supermarket is definitely better. But it's the only fruits that I'm buying from the supermarket. Everything else, watermelon, mangoes that we like, those ones will reserve for the market. So that's it for food. Now let's move over to the cleaning supplies. All right, so for cleaning, we have here, these are flashable wipes. I like to have these when I'm traveling or put them just in the bathroom. So this is the brand we like to use. I got 2. Those should be enough. And I think we have 1 extra in storage. So those should definitely be enough. This is lotion. This is body lotion. It's about 400 ml. This is for our domestic manager, Miss G. My daughter and myself, we use body butter, which we buy from online, so it's not part of this shopping haul. So the lotion is just for 1 person. Then we have toothpaste. They had an offer, a promo going on, so I picked this up. This should be enough for the month. Again, we have extra in storage, so this is just a top up. Some bar soap or body soap or what do you call this? Do you call this a bar soap? But it's a packet of 4 pieces of a bar soap, right? Yeah, bar soap. Then I got some batteries because of many things. Remote controls, my mouse, we need that. So I would not get this every month, every other month. No, maybe once every 3 months. So this should be okay. And this is air freshener for my car. I just forgot to leave it in the car. But again, I would buy this maybe once every 3 months. So it's not your usual typical item on the grocery list. This is just wipes as well, pocket wipes for the handbag. And then we are many girls in this house, so we need lots of deodorant. So I grabbed a few. I like to keep extra just in case, even for guests. So everybody can be able to just grab whenever they need or whenever we run out. I also like to stock up on sanitary towels, although I have lots of those. I bought those last month, so we still have a lot of that in stock. So I didn't buy any sanitary towels, but I topped up on panty liners, and these ones from Cortex, they're okay. We like them. And then we have a thing of laundry detergent. This is for the machine wash. This is 3 liters. This should be enough for the laundry for the month. Then we have this. This is a window cleaner or a glass cleaner. We use it to clean the windows. So that would last definitely way more than a month because you just need a little spritz here, a little spritz there. So this is definitely going to last maybe 2 or 3 months. Then we have toilet cleaning liquid. Toilet cleaning liquid. Let me just adjust my camera, guys, for you. So I bought two. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 bathrooms in this house, but I always buy extra. So I know for a fact we have some in storage. So this is just a top up. This again should last maybe a month or two based on the fact that we have some more in storage. And then right here we have this is powder detergent for hand washing. So we use this for little stuff like soaking our rags, floor rags, floor mats, just for a little cleaning here and there that cannot be done using the washing machine. So this is what we use for. So we just need a kg. 1 kilo is enough for the month because it's just for light stuff. Then we have vinegar. This is 5 liters of vinegar. This is one thing that we must buy every month because we like to clean with vinegar. Is so versatile. We use it to clean the floors, clean surfaces, to clean the bathrooms. It's really good for odor, keep odor away. So I like to be generous using vinegar to clean. So we usually will buy 5 liters every month. And then moving on, we have here cleaning detergent or cleaning liquid detergent. So for floors, we use this as well for cleaning dishes. So it's just like a multi-purpose liquid detergent, and we'll decant it into different containers and use it in the bathrooms, in the kitchen, etc. This will probably last 2 months because it's 5 liters and you just need a little bit. And today they also had a promo. They were giving away this scoring powder for, just scoring surfaces like bathroom floors, etc. So that was a plus. I wouldn't ordinarily buy scoring powder because I buy refill packs and I had bought some last month and we still have a lot to go. And then right here, this is what do you call this? Kenyans. This is Starsoft, but it's not Starsoft. Fabric conditioner. Is it called? Yeah, fabric conditioner. This is fabric conditioner. Basically, so it's 2 liters. It's a refill pack. I find that when you buy a refill pack, instead of buying the bottle every time, it saves money. Then moving over to this side, these are just cleaning towels. How many are they inside? There are 6 inside. So I'll say about 2 a month. This is for cleaning surfaces in the kitchen. So this will definitely last about 3 months because, yeah, we just need maybe 2 a month. I like to keep renewing my surface towels or the towels for cleaning surfaces so that, just to be hygienic. So I'll use one for 2 weeks and every night disinfect that with hot water, vinegar, and some cleaning detergent or antiseptic. And then that will last for 2 weeks. Then we have some kitchen towels. These are just kitchen rolls. So typically we use two, so this will just be enough for the month. And sometimes when we have guests, these, or I will usually sometimes need to top up. So I know for a fact this will last only the month, and I'll need to stock up some more next month. These are seafold. We call them seafold towels. These are what I use on my dining table as napkins. So I use this dispenser thing to put in there, and then we just use it at the dining table as nap. I find it very easy and hygienic to use this, and I find that they're very absorbent, and even when they absorb water, they don't disintegrate like your usual serviettes or hand, what do you call them, napkins. So I find these ones a lot more durable. Then we have freezer bags, guys. If you're looking to move to Kenya, bring lots of freezer bags, Ziploc bags, freezer bags. Just bring lots of them because these are expensive. I'll leave the price. As you can see, these are only 50 pieces and it's the small ones, and 20 pieces for the medium. They're really, really expensive. I always bring back Ziploc bags every time I go to Canada or I travel and I get my hands on Ziploc bags. I always try and bring some because these are not only expensive, but the quality is not really good. So this is just one area I'd say, um, yeah, for you to consider. And then last but definitely not least, the very most important item in any household. And whenever there's a crisis in North America, you guys just, rush to the grocery store to get this. To get this, and this is paper towel. Oh, hold on. Toilet paper or tissue, as we call it here in Kenya. So they had lots of offers today, but this to me was the best sweet spot between quality and price. And these are about 15. So usually would use 10 to 12 rolls for the month. So this will definitely go just slightly over, but you never want to run out of tissue or toilet paper. So you must make sure that you always have a little bit extra for guests, etc. And that's it, guys. So I'll put this away now. And then, as I said, today is Friday evening. Tomorrow morning, I will be going to the butcher's. I'll bring you along and we can have a look at prices of meats and chicken. And we can stock up for the freezer because I usually would buy those and stock them up in the freezer. And then on Sunday, God willing, I'll bring you along to the market. We can go get some fresh fruit, vegetables, and then at the end of that, then we'll be able to tally everything. But for now, this is the total. Where is the camera? So hold on. But for now, this is the total for the supermarket. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? So the grand total came to a little over 28,000. A lot of these items will only last a month, a few more than a month, but I will definitely be needing to go into the grocery store maybe once every week or once every 2 weeks to top up on like things like milk, yogurt, but it wouldn't be much. I would say I would only need to spend maybe about 1,000 shillings to 2,000 shillings on groceries, not fresh produce, but just supermarket runs to buy bread, to top up on bread, to top up on yogurt. That would most likely be just definitely under 3,000 Kenya shillings. So, guys, I'll see you tomorrow when I'll be heading to the butcher's. All right, guys, I just came back from the market. It's Sunday evening. I try to go to the market at least once every 2 weeks to get my fresh produce. I have some notes here on my phone, so I'll be checking the prices for you. All right, so first things first, I bought potatoes, 5 kilos of potatoes. And so this is the bag of potatoes. This is about 5 kgs. So this I paid 350 Kenya shillings. I think it was about 70 shillings a kilo. That should be able to last us for 2 weeks. We mostly use potatoes to make French fries, and mostly, but we put it in other things like stews once in a while. Then the next thing on my list is this pack of kiwi fruits. They're 6 pieces. We don't grow kiwi fruits in Kenya, so these are mostly imported. Not too sure where they're imported from, but it says Greek kiwi. So I don't know whether we get them from Greece. So a packet of 6 pieces of kiwi fruits go for about 500. If you're lucky, sometimes they'll sell at 450 Kenya shillings, or sometimes they go up to 600 or even 650 Kenya shillings. So I feel like 500 Kenya shillings for 6 pieces is fair. Then the next up, we have onions. So this is a bag of 3 kilos of onions, and I bought them for 80 Kenya shillings per kg. So the total is 240 Kenya shillings for this bag. Then I got mangoes. Mangoes have been on season since I think December, but they're slowly now coming out of season. So this is also 3 kilos of mangoes, about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, about 8 pieces. So I also bought for 80 Kenya shillings per kg. So this is 240 Kenya shillings. Then this time around, I also bought, so mangoes, I bought tomatoes as well. So usually a hack, I'll buy the ones that are not ripe yet. So most of these tomatoes, as you can see, they are green so that they can last long and just kind of ripen slowly so that they don't all become ripe at the same time. So this is 3 kilos of tomatoes. Again, 80 Kenya shillings per kilo, 240 for this. This should be enough for the 2 weeks. Then I got passion fruits. I got 2 kinds of passion fruit. The purple ones, which are dark. So these passion fruits, these were 200 a kilo, and this is 1 kilo. My daughter requested for this. And then I was lucky enough to also get these yellow passion fruits as well. And these were 250 shillings for a kilo. And this is a kilo, so 250. Then I also got dragon fruit. They were selling for 250 Kenya shillings for a kilo, and a kilo came to about 3 pieces. These are very expensive in the grocery store, in the supermarket. This would be probably 2 times that price. So that was a good price. And then I bought pawpaw or papaya. So for pawpaw, it was 120 shillings per kilo. 120 shillings per kilo. So this was about 2.6 kilos. So my total came to 310 shillings. And these are about 4 small to medium sized papayas. I mixed them up as well. One is ripe, a few are green, so that they ripe slowly and we can consume throughout the 2 weeks. And then what else did I get? And then I got watermelon. So I don't usually buy the very big one. I buy a this is like a small one actually. So this is about just under 5 kgs. It was 4.75 kilos at 50 shillings per kilo. So the whole melon came to 240 Kenya shillings, which is a bargain. This thing in the grocery store will probably be, again, 2 times that amount. Now, what I really like to get when I go to the market, which is usually my motivating factor to go to the market, is coconut water. Coconut water is really good for you. It has a lot of electrolytes, and so it's really hydrating. And I usually would get 3 bottles of coconut water. So this one, each bottle is about a liter, and I got 3 of them. And each bottle is 300 shillings. So 3 bottles is 900 shillings. So I'll usually put one in the fridge and then the remaining 2 in the freezer. And then when I'm ready to open a new bottle, or when this one is about to run out, then I'll bring down the one from the freezer into the fridge so that it can thaw out slowly. And that way I'm able to consume 3 liters for the week, because I think I'm the only one in the house who takes the coconut water. So yeah. Okay, and with that, so my total for fresh produce for 2 weeks came to 3,640 Kenya shillings. This is just for the produce. So I also spent an extra 200 shillings. So when you get to the market, sometimes you get like a porter to help you carry the stuff around as you shop. They will come like with the wheelbarrow, and usually you pay them between 200 to 300 shillings. So today, because I went to the market with my friend, we split that cost of 200. So I gave the porter 100 shillings. So that brings the total up to 3,740. Then, because it's a busy market, you also need somebody to help you secure a parking spot. Usually you pay 50 shillings as a tip to that person, but I paid today, I paid 100 shillings because I didn't have a 50 shillings note. So so another 100 shillings brings the total to 3,840 for the grocery haul. So if we are to work this out for the month, this would be times 2. So we are talking about 8,000 Kenya shillings for the month, because this is once every 2 weeks. Happy Monday, guys. It's been an amazing day, and I just wanted to come here so that I can finish up the vlog, finish up the grocery haul. So far on Friday, we shopped at Carrefour for the pantry items. Let me call them pantry items. And then on Sunday, I went to the market. I think you guys have seen that in the previous clips. Now, and then I now have my haul for the proteins, so the meats, right? And so what happened is I was planning to go to the butcher's on Saturday. So my usual butcher did not have stock of meat on Saturday. I'm guessing it's because it's Ramadan season, so they were out of stock on all the nice cuts that I like. So I decided to use my alternative. So I shopped online today since I was working. I couldn't leave the house to go shopping, so I shopped online, and the cuts or the meats have been delivered to me. And I shopped at Prime Cuts. This is not sponsored, by the way. Prime Cuts is located at Village Market. They have amazing quality of meat. And so when I don't have time to actually go to my local butcher, this is where I shop. So a little disclaimer, because obviously they sell prime cuts, just as the name suggests, then the prices are a bit slightly higher than what I would usually spend at my local butcher. But to be fair, it's not that much of a difference. I think in the last few years, the price of meats in general has gone up. So let's get straight into the haul. All right, quick disclaimer. If you don't like to see anything meat or bloody or anything of the sort, you might want to skip this to the end where I do the totals. This next section of this video, I'll be showing raw meat. So if this is not something that you particularly want to watch, then you can skip to the end where I share the totals. But thanks for watching. So the first thing I got is ground beef or minced meat. So we usually would have about half a kilo every week or once a week. So I just need 4 packets of those. So I got 4 packets of minced meat. And for the minced meat, it was 575 Kenya shillings per pack of 500 grams. So the total for the 4 of them, or 2 kilos if you may, is 2,300 Kenya shillings. Again, a little pricier than your usual local butcher, but the quality is good. Then the next thing I got are these frozen cubes. I don't know whether you can tell, but they're just frozen stewing cubes or like beef cubes. Basically, you can use them for stews, or you can also use them for uh, pilau in your rice, or we also use them a lot for ugali. That's what we use them for. So we'll have a packet a week. So I got 4 pieces, which is about 2 kilos, because each is 500 grams. So 4 pieces is I don't know whether you guys can see the meat here. So 4 pieces is 2 kilos. So the stewing cubes are 660 shillings for one pack of 500 grams. So for the 4 of them, which is 2 kgs, is 2,640 Kenya shillings for 2 kilos of the beef cubes. Then I got chicken, a whole chicken. And I like the fact that Prime Cuts also, will cut up the chicken for you. So to ask them to cut into 12 pieces and leave the skin on. This will be enough for most likely 2 meals, because it's just the 3 of us. So, and we don't eat much chicken actually. So this we will split it in two and have it in 2 meals. And this was about a kilo. Let me see how big it is. This is about a 1.6 kgs of chicken, and it was 1,075 Kenya shillings. So that's good. And then I bought something that I have never actually bought before, but I wanted it because of days when I'm craving some red meat or quick breakfast. So this is Sukiyaki or bulgogi. They're the thinly sliced Korean steak slices, steak beef slices, very well marbled, as you can see. And as I said, this is the first time buying this. So this is, how big is it? I think it's 500 grams. Let me check my receipt. Yeah, this is 500 grams and it's 1,595 Kenya shillings. So that is my haul for the proteins. This is more than enough for the month. We obviously stock, try to stock up on meats in the freezer. So I still have some meat left. Actually, like the mince meat, I think I have maybe 2 more packets to go. And maybe the stewing cubes, I think I have 1 more packet. So this is definitely more than enough for a family of 3 for the month. And my total came to 7,911 before tax. And after tax, 7,960. So included in this total is 350 shillings for delivery, which I didn't mention. Obviously, because I didn't physically go to get it myself, then that's why I had to pay for delivery fee because they delivered it to my door. So I would say roughly, usually our bill for meats like this, especially when I've bought seafood, this would have easily gone up to 10,000 Kenya shillings. That said, let's work out the total. So just to jog your memory, the Carrefour shopping on Friday was 28,260 Kenya shillings. This is the grocery, pantry, cleaning supplies, etc. Then the market visit yesterday was 3,790 shillings. This included parking and a tip for the porter who helped me carry the items around. And then the butcher today with the meat is 7,960. And that brings our total to 40,000 Kenya shillings and 40,010 Kenya shillings. And this only includes the one visit to the market. So my total today is 40,010. But if I add another, let's say, estimate 4,000 Kenya shillings to the market after 2 weeks, then that total comes to about 44,000 Kenya shillings. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Is that a fair price for a family of 3? Um, Again, this price could go up and down depending on where you're shopping, your tastes, what you like to eat at home, etc. But I would say that's pretty average, and that could be enough to feed a family of between 3 and 5, if you ask me. So I would say comfortably, just for food, grocery shopping, etc. If you're a family of around 5, budget for about 40 to 50,000 Kenya shillings in Nairobi. All right, guys, if you've watched up to this far, thank you so much. Let me know if you like this video, what else you'd like to see about living in Nairobi, the costs, etc. Let me know what you guys would like to see, and maybe I'll make time to record that for you. But for now, we'll end the video here, and I'll see you guys in the next video next week. Bye, guys.
Can't deny this is where I'm supposed to be tonight. And love is paradise.